almost game time, Andy. That's right. That is right. What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman of GP Daily, and welcome to our Packers touchdown pickems. Some Packers Bucs pregame. Chatting with all you guys. Joining me is my guy Jonathan Beckman. John, how we doing today, my man?
Doing good. Relax. I got no kids to take care of right now. They're gone. Got the pumpkin patch with the wife, so it's just me and my TV.
Let's go. Let's go. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm pumped up. It's game day. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Both teams, though, are dealing with some injuries. We'll get into our quick hitters here and all the news around the game after we do our picks. You ready to knock these out, John?
Let's go, baby.
All right. For those of you who are new, we are picking kind of a snake draft of the Packers offensive players, and then whoever scores the first touchdown of the game, whoever has that guy wins. So I won last week, so I will.
No, flipped. I won last week. You won week one, didn't you? Yeah, I won last week. You won week one, so I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got excited. Aaron Jones. You had the week before.
Oh, I had AJ Dillon week one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. So you decide. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'm going to go first. All
right, who you got?
I'm going to go first with Aaron Jones, the lock.
The lock. No, that's a safe pick. I'll take AJ Dillon and Alan Lazard. Thank you very much, John. I'm glad you left me up for number 2. I love that.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. No Christian Watson today. As a reminder, he's not on here. I'm gonna go with Romeo Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs.
I'm gonna go with Tunyon.
Tunyon. All right. I'll take Randall Cobb. Again, you're leaving me all the good guys. I'll take Randall Cobb, and I'll take Juwan Winfrey.
Okay. I don't hate it.
No, that's solid.
Okay. I'm gonna take Mercedes Lewis and Aaron Rodgers.
Mercedes Lewis, Aaron Rodgers. All right, for those of you just hopping on, we're picking our guys who we think is going to score first. So far, I've got AJ Dillon, Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, Juwan Winfrey. John's got Aaron Jones, Romeo Dobbs, Robert Tunyon, Aaron Rodgers, and who? Mercedes Lewis. Okay, that leaves me. I'll take Amari Rodgers. Why not? And then I will take the.
Apologies, I was dealing with the dogs.
No, you're good. I took Amari in the defense, and you got Patrick Taylor, Josiah, and Tyler Davis. What do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Gonna have to go with Josiah and. Well, I'll go with Tyler Davis. Screw it. The only way Patrick Taylor sees the field is if God bearing.
Dude, you're top heavy. I'm pretty consistent all the way through. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get the dub this week. We shall see.
Well, what have we figured out in the last couple of years? The top. I know it don't matter, but the top heavy, the Devontae Adams, the Aaron Jones usually are the guys getting
every
touchdowns. I just so happen to have the Aaron Jones.
Speaking of Devontae Adams, C Breezy in the chat says Devontae missing Rodgers about now. Yeah, you're 100% correct, my guy. He looks frustrated over there. At least last week he did. And this week
he's at least had a touchdown. He's had a touchdown every game, but
yeah, good. Well, good.
I think they're gonna be rocking the 0-3 now.
That's tough.
0-3 in a tough division. He might not be seeing the playoffs very many times in his career again.
I don't think so. And the thing is Raiders fans were loud at the beginning of the year and saying, we're gonna win the division, we're gonna do this, and they didn't even want a game. So sad to see, right? Sad to see. Let's get to some quick hitters here now that we got our picks out of the way. And then we'll hop in the chat, see what's popping, chat it up with you guys. Christian Watson out, like you said earlier, John. He's got a hamstring injury. Sammy Watkins placed on IR, also with a hamstring injury. We won't see him for at least 4 weeks. Tough to see, obviously. We all hope this year would be different with him and his injuries, but unfortunately, that is not the case. Randall Cobb, good to go. Mercedes Lewis, good to go. And the one that we've all been waiting for, John, David Bakhtiari is active. How we feeling about that, John? Think he'll be on a pitch count today? Think we'll see a full 60 minutes? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we're going to get the full 60 minutes out of him. Here's one thing, though, and I think, they probably said it themselves. Yash has played well. So it's not like all of a sudden, Yash was doing terrible and we're going to gain something. But, hey, getting back an all-pro, the best left tackle in the game when he was healthy the last few years, 2 years ago, potentially the difference maker in not his fault in why we didn't make it to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Maybe could have been the difference in the divisional championship. He's that guy. I had a lot of debates with some guys in my chat this week about his importance, and I'm just saying, I don't think you guys realize how important it was losing David the last 2 years in the biggest games, especially against Tampa Bay.
I was saying, if they thought otherwise, then they clearly haven't been watching Packers football because he's been the second.
He's one of those guys that throughout the elite years of his career is just kind of one of those guys that it doesn't matter who you've put against him, you don't get by him, right?
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I'm with you, though. I'm not sure what to expect, really. I'm just happy that he's finally at a point where he's active, at least ready to give it a shot out there. Been a long road, as we all know. ACL tear, 3 different surgeries after the fact. Pumped to see him back out there today, and hopefully his body responds good. And this is kind of
hopefully we see him taking the ball and dunking it in the end zone like Gronk style today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. For the Bucs, though, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, Donovan Smith, Akeem Hicks are all out. So a massive opportunity for Rashawn Gary, Preston Smith to really put some pressure on TB12. So same goes for our DBs. Time to lock these guys down. One of the guys that they'll be locking down, Cole Beasley, they just signed last week. He's not going to go for 100 yards against us today, is he? Things, dude. They always happen.
Cole Beasley better not be going for 100 yards. No, I think Tom's going to struggle. If we can get the pass rush to him, I think he's going to struggle. We just got to make sure we don't allow him to get that, that 40-yard Brashard Perriman big play, stuff like that. I think the defense has a good chance to do well. Just stop the run game and have a good pass rush. And I think without those big-time receivers, I think Green Bay has a really good chance to have a good defensive game.
No, I'm with you. Just got a tweet notification. David Bakhtiari is in the warm-up starting line, so looks like he's good to go as far as giving it a go right off the bat. How long we'll see him, we don't know. Do you want to see what's popping in the chat here before we close it down, John?
Yeah, we got to get some predictions, though, too.
Let's do it. What do we got here? It's time, KT. It's time for Aaron to play like an MVP and throw to his receivers, yeah? I know he's been throwing to his receivers, so far.
That's a bold take. That's a bold take.
Oh my goodness sakes!
We finna get blown out. Yeah, says Kirk. Hey, listen, I have not had high expectations this week. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I haven't, because we've seen us go into Tampa Bay in the last few years and whatnot and just lay eggs, right?
Yeah.
Their defense is still there. Not sure how much I'm loving it, but
Leonard Fournette's still over there.
Hey, I think I've gained a little bit better feeling this morning than I had last night and 2 nights ago. But those receivers being out, I think, really hurts, and then that Donovan Jones being out really hurts him too. Yeah. So I think it definitely changes. I think we're playing a team that's not completely healthy. Not that Green Bay is completely healthy either. But I like our chances. No,
I'm with you. Bill's over here in the chat. Who is the leading receiver there for the Packers? You got to go with Allen Lazard, right? I know Romeo Dobbs is kind of primed for a breakout game at some point. Maybe that's tonight. But our wide receiver one's back. There's nobody else to really throw to with Christian Watson being out, Sammy Watkins being out. Obviously, you got Randall Cobb. You got Amari Rodgers, who's played one snap on the offensive side so far this year. I'm going to go with Allen Lazard, 110 yards receiving, a touchdown, 7-8 catches. What are you thinking, John?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to disagree. Lazard's probably going to be the guy, but everything's been pumped up this week to potentially be Dobbs. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of what we saw last week, running the game plan through the running backs.
Right. So it could be Aaron Jones.
Seems like that's what's going to make sense, especially on the road. It's right now. It's our kind of our bread and butter, and that's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. They're great. They're two good running backs, though. But I'd like to see Dobbs be let him have his first big game, a couple big catches, because it seems like he'll probably be that guy that's getting a lot of snaps these next few weeks.
Heck yeah, Kirk's in here. We finna get blown out. Kirk, come on, brother. We finna get blown out. They don't got anybody over on their side either. Come on now. All right. Aiden, he's feeling how you are, John. Feeling nervous for this game. I just hate how we always play Buccaneers at their home. Well, we played the Buccaneers up in Green Bay in the biggest game of the year, NFC title game, and we lost. TB12 through 3 picks. Still
got some bad PTSD about playing Tampa Bay the last few times out. But hey, you know what? Maybe we can get and I shouldn't say lucky, but maybe if it runs like it did last year, when week 3 went to the 49ers, put out a pretty good performance, and hey, maybe we'll get that this week. Hey, no matter what, I will take a win. I don't care by how much, whatever it is. Stay healthy, win the game. That's all that matters right now. It doesn't matter if you win these games by 20. It doesn't matter if, how much you win by literally means nothing. So I'm just hoping for the win.
Yep, win by 10. I
think what we've learned as a Packers fan over the last 10 years, we've seen a lot of really good performances in the regular season and seen a couple bad ones. And at the end of the day, you just got to get into the playoffs, because that's what's going to make the difference is when they show up. Because we've seen this team look like the greatest thing ever and the worst thing ever, but then they get there in the playoffs and show up or don't.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And today, it's like 87, I believe. There, somebody last reported it feels like 98. Someone said, and interesting enough, the home team gets to pick what jersey the away team wears, and it looks like they got the Packers wearing those greens. So they're gonna be toasty out there. Last one here before we make our predictions. Chris, back in here again. Let's go. I think our offense is about to be A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones all game, which, hey, I'm right there with you. Run the ball, wear these guys out. It's hot, and our receiving core is a little damaged right now. I think we can see both those guys maybe a little bit more of Robert Tonyan, because unfortunately and surprisingly, I was thinking this year would be massive for Big Bob. So far, he hasn't done much, if anything at all. But what are you thinking, John?
I'm thinking a lot of things, and I'm just hoping that the positives come out.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm ready to see what happens today. I definitely piped down the larger expectations, like I just told you about a minute ago. I'm curious to see a lot of things. The run. I mean, like I said, I'm cool with the game running through 33 and 28. But at the end of the day, Rodgers probably has to play good. I mean, he has to play good. He can't come out and lay one of his eggs. He's been what's his record in Tampa Bay? He's 1-3, 5 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I can't remember who tweeted it out, but it's totally on par with what's happening in the last few years when they've gone there. Just weird things happen to Rodgers in that stadium where he just doesn't play as well as as what we know he is, So no matter what, as good as the defense plays, or as good as the run game, Rodgers needs to show up and have a good game and find a way to have those receivers figure it out.
No, I'm with you. That stat and record that you just threw out kind of reminds me of his stats and records in NFC title games. I hate to bring that up, but it brought my mind right there. All right, John, let's do some predictions. Who you got winning this afternoon? What's the score? Who has a big game? What are you thinking?
A few answers to that. Who I think has a big game for us. I'm gonna go with Aaron Jones. I mean, I know it's pretty cliche and pretty boring, but it's got to run through the running backs, right?
Yep.
Score line. I'm more optimistic today than I was yesterday. I actually could see us totally losing, but I'm gonna say 24-17 because I think Tampa Bay's offense could struggle. I don't think it's gonna be a way high scoring game.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it's going to come down to maybe a Rashawn Gary sack fumble on Brady to end the game, and then I'd love to send that text message to one of my friends. That'd be a great finish to the game.
Hey, which one of your buddies is a Bucs fan?
John. Yeah.
What?
Yep. He came out of the the woodworks once Tom came out. You know how that is.
I expected better from John. I did.
Yeah,
I did. Hey,
I like it to come down to really a struggle, but us playing decently well, and then I think the defense is going to be relied on to stop them. Like I said, I wasn't real confident, but for some reason, just a little more confident today than I was the previous days. And a lot of the reason why I haven't been confident is because we have a lot of PTSD of bad performances over the last few years in these type of moments. So
it's kind of like the 49ers vibe like a few years ago. Even when we played them last year, I didn't really get that vibe, at least after we won. And then going to the playoff game, I thought we should have won easily. We all know how that ended. But my prediction here, Packers win similar to yours. I'm thinking, what did I throw up there earlier? I think it was 28-20. And I'll take that. 4 touchdowns from the offense. Hopefully we can get the ball rolling against the defense. They got some studs over there. Devin White, Shaq Barrett. They got some studs. Their DBs are good. Winfield, Jamal Dean. And their pass rush. I know Akeem Hicks is out, but they still got Vita Vea over there. And we got some young guys on the offensive line. I know David Bakhtiari's back, but I'll be 28-20. I was going to say Aaron Jones as well, kind of bouncing back after last week or stacking on after last week. But since you said Aaron Jones, man, I really hope Big Bob comes out, has like a 6-7 catch game. I don't care how many yards, touchdown or not. It's just like it'd be nice to see him get involved a little more. I feel like maybe I don't know. They haven't really looked his way a whole lot, and then when they have, it's been for a 2-3 yard out, and that's that. So, all right, John. Any last words before we close it out?
Looks like the Lions might squeeze it out versus the Vikings.
What's the score?
Lions up 24-21, 2:32 left with the ball. Vikings have 2 timeouts, so they can definitely get the ball back, but it's ball's about midfield. So really, it looks like if the Vikings have a chance, they're going to have to go about 80, 90 yards in 2 minutes. They kick a field goal, though. But, hey, if Detroit gets a first down. So, yeah, hey, division's wide open. The Bears, I don't know what the update is on that. It looks like, gosh, I don't know. Do you have a Bears update? Oh, Bears won by 3. Yeah. Looks like they did that. So they went 2-1, or they're 2-1. The Vikings right now
2-1. They played so terrible.
Vikings could be 1-2 coming up. The Lions, though, they're looking pretty good. They could be 2-1. So we 2-1 teams and a 1-2 team, and then we get to decide if we're 2-1, 1-2. It's wide open though. But hey, it's an NFC game. It's a big game. You got to win those NFC games, especially when you have 2 really good teams. That you're, at the end of the year, it could change who's, hosting and who's not. So,
yeah, no, I'm with you. Good stuff, John. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Love chatting football. Now it's time to watch this team get a win down in Tampa against Tom Brady and the Bucs. Like we were talking about, they've recently had our number, but that changes today, John. Packers are getting the win. We'll move to 2-1. On top of that, make it all better. Hopefully the Vikings lose. And unfortunately, the Bears won. I was banking on them losing as well. But let's do our part. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, everybody. For John, myself, we'll catch you guys later.